a bit of a list of fun facts and weird stuff about the Tasmanian Devil and why it's in the Uncommon Animals of the Alphabet Kids book, how it earned its place. You know, it's one of the strangest, loudest and most misunderstood creatures of the planet. So here's a bit of a list of fun facts. Number 1, freaky features and superpowers. Pound for pound, the Tasmanian Devils has one of the strongest bites of any land mammal, crushing bones like potato chips with a force of up to 55.3 newtons. That's stronger than a pit bull. So, you know, that's pretty good. You need a license for one of those things. And they glow in the dark under UV light. Tasmanian Devils glow blue-green. Scientists aren't sure why, but they suspect that perhaps they are aliens, which kind of makes sense. Built-in mood indicator. They have ears that turn bright red when they're angry. Ding, ding, ding. So you know when they're stressed. It's like a furry, you know, like a warning light. Watch out when your Tasmanian Devil is glowing red. It's time to run. But they do run like a wobbly wind-up toy, and these distinctive galloping run can actually probably run about as fast as you, so you better run even faster. Number 2, the creepy sounds of the night. Now, if you've ever heard these in the night, they sound terrifying, like something out of a horror movie. And the European settlers who, you know, heard these blood-curdling screams in the night thought they were demons haunting the island, and, you know, maybe they are. But, or maybe they're these cute little teddy bears with fangs. The ultimate trash talk of these, they growl, hiss and scream at each other during meals. You know, it's a very, very Australian thing to do. But it's mostly a bluff, kind of a very loud dinner argument. So, you know, you wonder where we get it from. Their yawn looks like a threat. When the Tasmanian Devil yawns, it's not because they're sleepy. It's because someone else did it in their room. No, it's actually a sign of stress or aggression. Number 3, their eating habits that would make a hyena blush. They eat everything, which is, you know, more than I can say about my kids. Tasmanian Devils are scavengers, meaning they eat meat and bones and fur and even hooves and, you know, eyeballs and butt cheeks. Nothing goes to waste. So it's nice that they, you know, clean up after themselves. You know, it's doing the dishes. There are no dishes. Gross but efficient. Their stomachs can expand up to 40% of their body weight in one sitting, like eating an entire Thanksgiving. Well, we don't really have Thanksgiving here in Australia. We'll call it a Christmas dinner, all at once. It's like a dessert stomach. They got their main stomach, they got the dessert stomach, and they also got their stomach for tourists. And this silent but deadly, yes, they do really bad farts. No, they don't chase prey. Instead, they wait for it to die, or steal some from other animals. So if you see a bunch of Tasmanian Devils hanging around you, you've got a clue that you might soon be dead. So at least you know you'll be cleaned up after. The original bone crusher is the devil's powerful jaws help clean up the environment. See, there they are, they're cleaning it up, just like I suspected. They devour carcasses, preventing disease from spreading. So they're a very important part of, you know, the Australian wilderness. Number 4, strange family life and devil drama. Mums give birth to up to 40 joeys. That's not bad. That's a pretty good run. But only 4 survive. That's not so good. Only 4 survive because their mother has 4 teats. Oh, so it's like, you know, Hunger Games or something like that. So the first 4 latch on, get all the milk, and the rest well, we'll skip on to the next bit. Sibling rivalry at its worst. Baby devils, joeys, will fight each other inside the pouch for... Oh, God. And next, they're marsupials just like kangaroos. Baby devils live in their mother's pouch for up to 4 months. Then start exploring. They sleep in burrows like wombats, even though they look like little bears with vampire fangs. Tasmanian devils, they live in burrows and caves and hollow logs and inside trouser legs of tourists. And during the day, that's where they live during the day. At night time, they're out after night. Lost tourists who've broken their leg and fallen down. And short but wildlife, devils only live for about 5 to 7 years in the wild, and then they come in and they live in your house. And they just die. 5, Tasmanian devil's biggest enemy, a disease. They have a rare contagious cancer. Devil facial tumor, DFTD, don't say that too fast, is the only contagious cancer in the world. And thank goodness no one else can get it, but it's pretty sad that they can get it, and they get it when they bite each other. So they need to just not be so angry all the time. It's wiping them out, and over 90% of wild Tasmanian devils have been lost to DFTD in some areas since the 90s. But scientists are fighting back. Conservationists are breeding DFTD-free devils and raising them back into the wild. So that's good. You just got to keep them. You just got to have nice dinner time conversations and not get too nippy. Just cut down on the aggression, guys. Come on. And despite their scary reputation, Tasmanian devils are naturally shy and avoid humans, thank goodness. If threatened, they'll rather run away than fight, a bit like me, unless they're cornered. They sometimes share dens, cooperate with each other, and even share the remote and pass the chips around. And number 7, pop culture and mythbusters. They're not like Tasmanian Devil and Looney Tunes. I was amazed by they don't spin around in a tornado and go. Well, they do actually make that sound though. They do have chaotic energy and they do fight over food. They once lived on the mainland. Go figure. A bit like Tasmanian tiger too, but didn't realise that, did they? And then they killed them all. Fossil evidence shows they existed on the mainland thousands of years ago. But we kept driving over them in the cars because they're black and we can't see them when we're driving. But went extinct due to dingoes and humans. I didn't know dingoes could drive cars. They can climb trees and swim. Well, they prefer... What? They can climb trees? And prefer to stay on land. They actually are decent swimmers, but they don't like to get their bums wet. Final fun fact. Devils could help save other animals. Now we're getting a good bit here. Since Tasmanian devils eat sick, dead animals, some scientists believe that reintroduction to the mainland Australia could help control invasive species. That's a very good idea. Like foxes and feral cats and homing pigeons and wiping out and chihuahuas and wiping out small native animals. Which fact surprised you the most? Tasmanian devils are weird, wild, and way more interesting than people realise. The fact that I just blew your mind with all the facts is just the main reason why they end up on the Uncommon Animals of the Alphabet kids book, because we need some Australian representation. We got the platypus there as well. I don't know who else we had on there, but we do got a few Australian ones because Australian animals are weird and it's about time to get some in there. So, but you know, if you had something else for letter T that you wanted, I might be making a second kids book. So maybe, you know, like, why don't we do something nice and a bit more cuddlier this time, like a tarantula hawk. That could be fun. Nice little one to warm the cockles of kitties' hearts everywhere. So put your votes in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, ring the buzzer, take a photocopy, send it to your mum.